If you found this video today, your guardian angels have a special message for you in particular. They're confused. Why did you look at them that way? The angels say, someone in your life has been thinking about you a lot lately. They can never seem to get you off their mind. No matter what they are doing, you manage to find a way to creep into their subconscious and occupy a corner of their mind. Their imagination runs wild with thoughts of you and hopes for what you two could become. These feelings that they have for you have been slowly growing and developing over time. As they have gotten closer to you, they have had the chance to get to know you more, and everything that they learn has only deepened their attraction to you. But they were determined that they were alone in their feelings, which is why they have continuously chosen to keep them hidden. They thought that there was no world in which you might see them in the same way that they see you. But recently, they have wondered if that is untrue. They are starting to think that there might be a possibility of you being interested in them too. This thought excites them greatly and makes the future seem so much more interesting. They are thinking this way, all because of the way that you look at them. Did you even notice that you did it? They most certainly noticed, and it made them feel all kinds of ways. It made their hearts skip a beat in their chest, and they have not been able to stop ruminating on that moment ever since. But it has left them feeling very confused about what is going on. They do not know the exact reason why you looked at them like that, or precisely what it could mean. It is driving them wild to not know the intentions behind it. They are worried about reading into it too much and allowing their imagination to run wild, but they are also hoping that their hopes end up being true. It would make them the happiest person in the world if you were to clear up their confusion by feeling the same way about them in return. I repeat, they're confused. Why did you look at them that way? The way that you look at them is not how they are accustomed to you looking at them. Your eyes seem to say so much more in that moment than what your words were saying. The eyes can send very strong messages even when you say nothing. It can be hard to conceal your emotions in your eyes no matter how hard you try. And they believe that they caught you showing an emotion towards them that they had not seen there before. They are worried that it could just be wishful thinking and that they may have just made it up, but they cannot help how they felt when you looked at them that way. They cannot understand how that could have just been something that they merely fabricated in their head, and they hope that it is not. The rush of emotions is not something that they feel like they could have just made up. It is hard for them to describe the way that they feel about you. It is unlike anything that they have felt before. Until you, they had no idea what it meant to care for someone in this way. And it does feel truly magical. They had been hoping that there may come a time when you could feel the same way, but they knew that there was a chance that it would never happen no matter how much they longed for it. They do see you as someone who is very far out of their league. You are smart and driven, which makes you a force to be reckoned with. Your ambition is admirable and inspires them to want to live a better life too. You are the most beautiful person that they have ever seen, and their eyes are always drawn to you whenever you are around. They simply cannot help themselves. They wish that they could be someone who deserves your love because they fall for you more and more every single day. Is it possible that you could have fallen for them too? You may have noticed that they have been acting differently around you recently, and that is because they are confused. This confusion is causing them to second guess everything that they do. A part of them wants to confront you about it and ask you directly so that they can get a truthful answer. But they are also somewhat enjoying living with this hope. They do not want to risk the idea that they have got it all wrong. Their confusion and fears of being rejected are what have been holding them back from talking to you about this. If they felt like they understood more about how you felt, then they would be more willing to be forthcoming with their own feelings. How you choose to display your feelings and emotions is entirely up to you, but you should remember that you do not need to be guarded. You have every right to feel however you feel, and there is nothing that you need to be ashamed of as a result. Feelings are a wonderful part of the human experience, and they are what allow you to make connections with others. These connections can help give you purpose and companionship in a world that can often feel quite lonely. So, if that look you gave them did actually mean something, then you do not have to hide it if you do not want to. If you have also found yourself confused about how they feel, you can ease that anxiety now, as this message tells you how they feel. You have both been living in this state of uncertainty and confusion that could end up pushing you two further away from one another as opposed to bringing you closer. Own your feelings and do not be embarrassed about having them or sharing them. You are an easy person to like and someone who is very lovable, so you do not need to waste any of your time worrying about that. If someone you have feelings for does not reciprocate those feelings, you should know that just means that there is someone more suited for you out there. If you feel called to pursue this connection, then you should. If you looked at them that way in order to send them a hint, they most definitely noticed, but it may have been slightly too subtle for them to fully understand. Take this time to reflect on how you feel and what your heart calls you to do. Whatever it is, move with intention and sincerity. Enjoy every moment of the journey. I want to end with a prayer for you. Lord, I lift up the one grappling with the perplexity of a meaningful gaze. Surround them with your comforting presence and grant them clarity amid the swirling emotions. Instill courage within them to face the uncertainties of love and vulnerability. May your divine guidance illuminate their path, whether it leads to reciprocated feelings or self-discovery. Amen. Take a moment to allow these words to resonate with your spirit. Remember, you are loved and protected by the universe. Type 333 to claim this message and the blessings inside for your own. Try and leave a positive comment for other viewers who might need a positivity boost in their day. The universe sees it as an act of kindness that fuels the cycle of good karma. You'll be spreading positivity and receiving the universe's blessings in return. Let's uplift each other and create waves of good energy together. Did you know there's a possible image of your real soulmate that you can look at right now? It might be someone you know or someone that you haven't met. It's amazing how accurate these have been. You have to see the photo to see what I mean. Click the link in the description to get your soulmate sketch. An important message is waiting for you in the next video. Will you hear it?